on the day Nitish Kumar walked out of the NDA and resigned. That's that Tuesday. Look at what is happening. Many on social media and in the political circles are also turning around and saying, is it a sign of things to come? Look at what has happened. Sign of things to come in Bihar as lawlessness comes to play. 3 instances of brutal crime that have been recorded in Bihar on Tuesday itself. Huge symbolism, like we said, when Nitish Kumar resigned as chief minister. First incident happens in Gopalganj, where a journalist, Gokul Yadav, is shot dead 5 times by miscreants. On the day Nitish quit as chief minister, 3 instances of brutal crime all across Bihar. First one in Gokulganj, where journalist Gokul Yadav was shot dead 5 times. Shot dead, he was shot at 5 times by miscreants. The next incident happens in Betia, where the priest of the Ram Janaki temple is not only murdered, he's beheaded and his head is carried across. They carry the severed head across to another Kali temple. Now, the reason for this is still under investigation, but then again, a brutal act that's come to fore. The third one happens in Patna itself, where 9 lakh rupees have been looted from a Toyota showroom, where private security guard was killed, cash, 6 laptops were stolen by 12 looters, 12 miscreants. Saurabh now joins us live. Saurabh, on the day Nitish Kumar walked out of the NDA, it just looks like a brazen Gundaraj on display across Bihar. Is it a norm, or does this come as a surprise? Because on that day, there were also many journalists, female journalists, who were harassed, heckled, teased, abused, who were doing their job. So is this a sign of things to come?
See, Anand, I have been tracking Bihar and Jharkhand both, and if we talk about the crime, these incidents are not a surprise, because lawlessness is very much evident in Bihar. And I remember the statements given by Tejasvi Yadav, who is now the deputy CM. Last year he gave a statement. He said that Bihar is becoming the crime capital of India, and the state government is failing and is trying to protect the criminals. This is what he said last year, and his statement was against the then Chief Minister, and also now Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. So crime is a major factor over here. It is also speculated that RJD, which had a perception of a Gunda Raj, Jungle Raj, these kinds of anecdotes were used against the party. Now it is to be seen whether the RJD, which is now in alliance with the same CM, protects the protects the law and order of the state, or whether Bihar is again heading towards Jungle Raj or Gunda Raj, as the earlier people used to say. So this is a major factor. We are also learning that the Home Department, which looks after the law and order situation in Bihar, will be either kept by Nitish Kumar himself, as earlier it was, or it will be given to Tejasvi Yadav. So we are not sure that the Home Department will be with whom, but certainly this is a major department which will be decided in the cabinet expansion in coming days. But the criminals here, they are on rampage, and they have very less fear of the police administration. So we saw these 3 incidents in a day, where Nitish Kumar resigned, knowing very well that Nitish is going to be in alliance with RJD. So it can be speculated the return of RJD has given a boost to the criminals, maybe, or will RJD will change its perception of protecting criminals as it used to do in early 90s. So this will be interesting, that this new alliance, whether it will succeed in controlling crime, or the criminals will roam free.
True. Well, do we have the details of the journalist who was shot dead? What is the background to that incident? What happened in Betia? And also Patna, this loot which has happened with with 10 or 12 miscreants. Has there been any movement in cracking down the perpetrators and catching the perpetrators in all 3 instances?
See here, Yes, the journalist Gokul Yadav was a local journalist of Gopalganj over there. He was shot at 5 times, but now police is on the crackdown. They are searching the criminals, but no arrests have been made so far. Similarly, in Ram Janaki Mandir priest case, police is conducting searches. No arrests so far. And in Patna, loots are very common here. Maybe because unemployment is more and people thinks that looting shops
Right.
and looting people here is easier than to do any job because there are no jobs. Actually, the political parties, they promises job but they don't give jobs to people. So the crime is very evident over here. And if we talk about against crime, Bihar has been on the top list of state crimes. I'm sorry, Anand, it's raining.
Right.
I have to move inside.
Right. Thanks for your input, Saurabh. Get to safety because it's inclement weather all across, and Bihar is also reeling under floods. That's going to be another challenge for the government at this time because there is heavy rains even in Nepal, and once the Gandak River swells up, it all comes spoiling down straight into Bihar. So we will get on top of that also. But now shifting focus